dance you should do in this dress.
No, no, no. That's. I believe you stole that from my room. That's my top. I didn't know what to call it. It's a dress, isn't it?
Yes, it's a dress.
Rosie, you've been watching our Olympics. Do you have a favorite of our finalists?
Yes, that lady, the mumble lady.
The mumble lady.
Where is she?
That sings with her mouth closed?
The woman that's talent.
Yeah. What about the woman that had the mop though? Not as talented.
Yeah, but that was phenomenal. That was
singing with, especially I Will Survive. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was harder with.
Yeah, but my favorite was actually Betty White.
Uh-huh.
I think she did sleep with the judges, but still she deserved it.
We never claimed she slept with them, but she had tea with them or something. But now you're thinking Betty White slept with the judges? That's a whole new accusation.
Did you think that?
No. Possibly, I don't know, possibly. Hey, so we're sending a float off to Mardi Gras. Have you been to Mardi Gras ever?
Yes, I was in Mardi Gras, but in Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. I got kidnapped by a taxi driver.
For real?
Yes, for real. I was there with my best friend, Julie, and she denies the story, but it's true. And, you know what they say, what happens in Rio stays in Rio, not this time. So, what happened was we got into this, they have Volkswagen taxis, right? You know what a Volkswagen is, right?
Yes, a Volkswagen. I know what it is.
Okay, and so we're in this VW, and the driver, you know, there's only 2 doors, and I'm sitting in the back, and Julie's sitting in the front seat. We pull up to the hotel, and the guy says, okay, I want this amount of money. I said, no, you said this amount of money. And he was like, no, this amount of money. So Julie goes, I'm gonna go inside and get security. I go, okay. She closes the door. This man takes off. And when I travel, I have the international security purse, you know, where I put the money inside here, right? And, and so, but I had a lot of money, so I guess it was bulging a little bit. And the man's driving, and he reaches back, punched me in the face.
No.
And went down into the Twins, and was fishing for the money. And I was so pissed off that this man punched me in the face that I went ballistic. I grabbed his hair and I was like, who you gonna punch now? I went crazy on him. I did. Yeah. Punch that guy. Right. I was like, I'm from Brooklyn. And he was like, get out. And he came to a slow stop, and I threw myself out of the car. And I had to walk back to the hotel, and there goes my best friend, Julie, flirting with the concierge. And I have twigs in my hair, I'm bruised, there's blood. And I said, I thought you were gonna get security. And she went, oh, this is Jose. And I just went upstairs. I was like, oh my God. But besides that, I had a fabulous time in Mardi Gras in Rio, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah, no, we'll all go.
Yeah.
It sounds really safe.
Yeah.
So, and how did he know there was money stuffed down there? Were you wearing something like that, or like, were you?
Kind of.
Well, it's like walking around with an open wallet, going like that. Here's my money. So the last time, I want to thank you. The last time we saw each other, we were in New York, and you helped us with Brooklyn. We went to all 5 boroughs. Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone to all 5?
Yes, when I was shooting the documentary.
Which we'll talk about in a minute. It's great.
Oh, okay. And we had a limited budget, so we had to cover the 4 boroughs. We did Staten Island, Brooklyn, Manhattan, and the Bronx. Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Stop me. But we didn't have time to do Queens. And it was very difficult, especially because we didn't get a full day parking permit from the city. So it was hard, and we had to pay this drunk guy to watch the cars.
All right, well, we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the documentary that you did, which was a wonderful thing. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
We're back with Rosie Perez. That's you and your sister in your new documentary, and it's called, how do you pronounce it?
Yo soy boricua, pa que tú lo sepas.
Right. And,
No, it's easy to say.
yeah.
Yo soy boricua.
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 Okay? And she makes fun of my hunting. Okay, pa que tú lo sepa.
Sepa.
Right. Very good. And what it means is I am a Boricua, just so you know. And
Boricua is what?
It was the people from the land of Borinquen, which was the original name of Puerto Rico before the Spanish rule. She's nodding, I love that. Before the Spanish came over and invaded the island and took over, and Spanish became the official language. Spanish rule became the official government, and it was renamed Rich Port because it was rich in natural materials, specifically gold, and Rich Port in Spanish means Puerto Rico.
And you, I make fun of your accent, but I love it. I do it because it's, but you know, no one knows you're saying Manhattan. Just face it. You're from Brooklyn, and you're still pronouncing it Manhattan? But I love your accent. And there's these foods that you eat that are they're Puerto Rican foods that, coquito?
Coquito.
Coquito.
Coquito, which is a holiday drink, which is basically a lot of coconut pulp, coconut milk, sweet coconut sugar, and rum.
Ah.
Tremendous amount of. I'll make it. We'll have a night.
Can you have it without all the coconut stuff? What is pulpo?
Pulpo.
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 Good enough. What that is, it's actually one of the dishes that I detest the most. And it's when you saute a whole octopus. The tentacles, the leg, and with the eyeball, it's disgusting.
Yeah. I'm sure they don't like it either. And then polguisad. Polguisad.
Pollo guisado.
Well, it's spelled polguisad.
Pollo guisado basically is chicken stew, Puerto Rican style.
Okay, and mofongo.
Mofongo. Oh, can I have a round of applause for mofongo?
Mofongo!
Yeah.
Mofongo! Mofongo! What is it?
It's fried plantains, which is the hard green bananas that are used like a starch.
Yeah.
And you fry it, and then you smash it, and then you take any kind of meat that you want. Pork is best if you eat pork. If you don't, you could cheat. And then you smash it with the meat in a pilon. You know, a pilon?
A pillow?
No, a pilon is like a Puerto Rican mortar. You know what a mortar is?
A mortar, yes.
Okay. Well, you
A mortar and a fodder. Yeah. Smash it in your mortar, and then.
Right? Well, right. You smash it and then you bake it, or sometimes you just eat it right away and you turn it over, and it's delicious.
That sounds really good.
Yes, it's
I would like
delicious.
some mofongo.